get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Focus, boys, focus.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Finding Knox there, complete.
Into space at the 45. Big strides, look at him go. He's on his way. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Wilson is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
So here's Mooney back out there now to send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
The Bears at 3-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club is more than capable of turning things around, and I expect him to play really well here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Inside give to Elliott.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 44.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
That is caught by Washington.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we get a timeout call on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That's a great response here in this 1st quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Gregory Rousseau
showing his
strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free. It's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
Offense, keep pushing the ball down.
We got their defense rattled.
Here's Murray.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Murray now to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Murray going to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox.
Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Carolina. Dawson Knox, 75 yards.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A gain there of 21 yards. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to
With
Orlando,
both of these
that's where we
offenses
find
having their
our man,
way,
Jonathan
it's not
Coachman
likely
at our
they'll need to
EA
be doing a
Sports
whole lot at halftime.
report.
But
Coach.
the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
In motion, Hill. Murray going to try to throw on third down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now here's Mahomes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris.
And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10.
Out left to Dotson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Looking for Dotson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Another carry for Wilson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Mahomes. He completes this to Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Mahomes now on first down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And Walker has it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Second down, this is Wilson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because the field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, looking at the down and distance, that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown, Panthers. Jeff Wilson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Downfield, he's been open all day.
In motion left, Hill. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes his down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Got a man, it's Ronald, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
They'll run again with Wilson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mahomes now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. Ken Walker, 43 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Moving down the field, oh! They can't stop us! What's going on this drive? I feel it! Green. Just keep the ball moving!
Back to throw. Murray eluding the pressure right.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
That'll be caught by Hill. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
To throw is Murray. To the right side and complete to Washington. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10.
Now Murray. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their